Welcome everybody, welcome soul family. This is a reading for you if you've clicked on this video. So the timing is whenever that you have been brought here. I am recording this in Scorpio season. So we also have the Taurus new moon, all right? And the self, you know, what represents the self? Like Taurus is all about really getting back to self-love, nurturing your who you are, that Empress energy, all right? So it's just that feminine energy. This is not based on a direct woman or a man, but this is just the energy of birthing new experiences, of always growing. You know, the Empress is always growing. That's why she is always fertile. So it's all about that flow, the beginning, the end, and the in-between, all right? So this is mainly about the self, all right? So the self is your unique fingerprint. All right, so the self, when you see this, look at this card, what this really represents to you. So this is guiding back to who you are, that unique fingerprint. So welcome soul family. If you're new here, like, subscribe. This is a reading for you. So consciousness, awakening to the self, your unique fingerprint in the world is like no other. So your fingerprint, your soul expression, your authenticity that you represent, your gift to the world is the gem within you. All right, so you are irreplaceable. Just remember that you're irreplaceable, just like a pearl within. That fingerprint is like no other. So accepting new aspects of yourself. So this is a time to attempt to see the you behind the you. You know, like look in the mirror and what do you see behind not the facade, but the mask we sometimes tend to wear. This is all about the prism of personalities and different traits that you have. So your true self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. You know, there's so many pieces, and I feel like sometimes it can get shattered. Like this almost looks like it could be like a shattered mirror, almost like if you threw something at it, that pearl inside could look like it has shattered something within you. But I feel like all those pieces and all those distorted, you know, when it's shattered, it kind of looks all distorted. A mirror can look distorted. When it's not put together the way it is, like the way it was meant to be. So as things kind of shatter our world and shatter and break things within us, you know, it almost breaks you into all these different pieces, which makes you feel small sometimes. But this is not about the small you. All right, this is not about, you're not just small. There is something that radiates like no other within you. So it does not judge, prohibit, or suppress or oppress any of its parts, knowing that all the aspects have a time and place to come back together. And you kind of like, you mend it, you come back to self, and you bring these pieces back together. It's kind of like the puzzle of life, the purpose, to put all these pieces, things that have maybe been stabbed you, things that have been piercing. It's really to open up that line, you know, in between that connects to all. So understanding that everything has a true place and leads to experience the fullness of life's offering to you. The central space of awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. So this is like endless possibilities. This is this awareness that all these different aspects have brought you to all different parts of your life, every situation. that has shown an aspect of yourself. Now is the time, a call, if you will, to observe yourself navigating the world in full consciousness. Are you in control? Are you driving? Are you in the driver's seat? So are you the stew or the chef at this time? Are you using these ingredients, all these aspects of your life, all these different unique parts? When it comes back to self, you're like those are all those ingredients. There's a purpose, there's a reason for everything that happens. And when I was shuffling, I wanted to get a little bit of clarity on the gem, because that's the card that came out after the self. Beside the self on the bottom here was the gem. So by connecting these together, it really does reveal the gem inside. And each gem, a gem is something buried in a place that you wouldn't expect it to be, just like a diamond in the rough. It's almost like finding it in somewhere that is much unlike it. So the gem is the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure, right? And the inner treasure of self. It all comes back to self-discovery, that there's so many profound changes and profound things that have happened, so you can have a deeper understanding. So there are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift. Again, what's your unique fingerprint, your unique gift? The gold within, something that is, it's almost like it will always sustain a value. There are infinite names, yes. So your talent and the gift, the star, the jewel. One thing for certain is it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it, right? Just like a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are amongst comforts and pleasantries. So you won't find it where you expect it to be. You won't find it, the gem, in between all of the layers, that have kind of like shattered something so that it can come back together. So it's almost like finding that gift, the talent, something sacred with that's your true fingerprint, right? That's only authentic to you. You'll find that beneath all of your experiences, whether good or bad, things that have kind of like broken, it's almost like things that you really remember in your life, right? You think back to, when I was 2 years old and this happened. It's like, and you really remember it. And certain things more than others. And I feel like there is this road, this path, this white lining, like this silver lining. It's supposed to be silver lining, white lining. Almost like where there's this purity, there's this something very childlike energy, this very innocence, those cracks. Those cracks created, it may have broken and shattered apart, but it was to all come back to a point, to a deeper understanding that these are all ingredients, tools, that you find your inner talents where you least expect it. So in the places, not saying that your gem is where things that have scarred you, but I'm just saying that all of these aspects that have kind of feel like broken timelines, where you remember like different age gaps. I feel like they were messages. They were showing you something. That's why it's like you were living. That's why they say it's like the Matrix, right? It's like you lived it, but it's like it wasn't so that you were being punished. You were being shown something. You're put in situations to be shown something. So the gem always stands in the contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you're amongst comforts and pleasantries. Yeah. So the discomforts of life. In the discomforts of life, It has broken those walls, it's broken the beliefs, it's broken down all of the impurities, where it's shown you your truth, your inner gem is your true self. When you're able to get back to understanding that precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth, as well within you, slowly, deep in those deep emotions, in those deep rumblings, those chaos, those have developed, those in those unpleasant and discomforts of life. It has slowly been developing within you, amongst the pressure and the darkness. It's like you radiate through the dark, it's been slowly creating something, a profound shift, something beautiful amongst the darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there are no definitive maps. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. So your gem is your destiny. It's like no other. Okay, it's your fingerprint, it's your blueprint, and beneath the surface, yeah, there are no definitive maps. So you are the only one that can discover your own map quest. Has been this journey all along. Your map has been deep within your subconscious. And those flickers in life, those moments in life that glimmer, that shine are, yeah, those glimmers that we have from our past life experiences, those, that you remember. I remember when I was like, first time I got a bloodsucker going to my family's cottage. I remember that. Anyways, yeah, so all those things, those flickers, those glimmers, it's almost playing like one of those old movies, and it's like, those glimmers are clues to where the gem resides. So don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to be repeated again. Find yours. So it's like you're discovering where you have learned lessons and where life has showed you where you are meant to put back together the broken in the world in that aspect. And I know we can't heal the world and just put it back together, but the lesson that you were sent here, that piece of the pie, your piece, it's like what you've experienced. You were meant to see that and see the transformation that you can make within those profound, deep understanding. That is your gift. Your talent is you can reshape the way. And those deep, the hermit is all about healing. It's Virgo energy. And the hermit it's a turtle hiding under its shell. It is unaware of its own light, he's holding his own light, right? The shell. On top of the shell, there's this lantern. And you can see the flickers. It's like you can see the flickers and you come out, but sometimes like your own shadow, your own light flickering. But it's those are the moments where we fear the most. We're unsure. When you go deep within, the hermit is about that deep dives inside, where darkness is all around you. It's almost like that time where you're forced to go within. but it's for a higher reason. It's to step back, and take back that uniqueness about yourself. Don't be, I feel like this is like hiding, right? It's like the turtle's kind of hiding in its shell, not wanting to show, maybe not wanting to show something, an aspect about yourself, but your true power, your true light resides, your true, you'll be at, once you choose to not hide what is so special about yourself and not fear the outside world's reactions, it's like you take your light back, you go within. You go within, and it's dark. It's dark within. But sometimes that's where that safe place, that darkness can almost feel at first like it's uncomfortable. But the light is always shining. And once you're ready to express yourself to the world, that is your light. Your light, what we usually try to hide from the world, escape, or just kind of are maybe insecure about something, realize that is that inspiration. That is where the growth is. So in an unpleasant time where the darkness is arised, these are when the moments, there's something building up. And when you feel uncomfortable and you feel put in a place of profound depths, you have a spark of inspiration, it's like you'll slowly start to see and move that you are holding this light on his back, this hermit, number 9. It's almost like scared of its own shadow, scared of its own, well, what will people think? It's like a distorted vision because the light is on its back. You can't see the path in front. This is like moving steps. Creating change, creating in the unpleasantries. It's like you are, these are these deep developments. All right, so that's the hermit with the gem. So you're finding your fingerprint in the world like no other. And it's where you least expect it, right? The light is where you least expect it. It can require getting through a deep shell, hard shell, under prep. And it's, look at this. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth amid pressure and darkness, right? Pressure and darkness. Your radiance. You cannot help but seek its radiance because it's on his back. So keep digging. If you keep digging, right? And it's on his, you can see, like, keep seeking for it, keep digging for it. It may not be where you expect it. So he's digging in one place and it's right in front of him, exactly where he would never expect it. All right, so yeah, the connection to the infinite, the wheel. This is all about the sacred cycles. All about expressing new electric energy. All right. And that, oh, the kiss. I was just looking at that one. Yeah, sensual energy, sensual expression, that sensual touch. And I was seeing the Two of Cups. Was it in this deck? Yeah, I saw the Two of Cups. Just Two of Cups, and I also saw the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you're finding a whole new chapter, and it totally different where you least expected it. Beneath the surface, been a lot of deep diving. We also have Pluto going into Aquarius. So that's like those reveals, those secrets reveals, the gem, also deep emotions, deep transformation, changes. So all these changes, all of these aspects of oneself happening for a reason. It's happening because there's a new path. Look at that. There's a new path. Something had to be left behind. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and it was upside down. And I think this is towards, this is upside down too. All right, so I feel like leaving regret in the past. This is Scorpio energy? No, that's not Scorpio energy. Sorry, that's fixed earth, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, so Taurus, again, the new moon in Taurus. I feel like the cycles of shedding skin, you know, that having that rebirth. So there's a change in losses, the way you look at being left. I feel like the earth is splitting in two different paths. You can see this as the Two of Wands, two different paths, but they're merging together. But it's really important to really take this as a time to let go of the past, to forgive whoever or yourself. It's about not the victim, the woe's me, but the, okay, let's change this energy up from what didn't work to now we know what didn't work. Let's build and grow what does work. So this is that shift, that looking at the world with like holding the world in your hands, seeing this new journey that's passionate. It's Aries energy, Two of Wands. So this is all about purpose. It's drive. It's leading your life in a different direction, you know. So not letting the past hold you back, not letting you regret, but looking at something that has right, been uncomfortable and left you feeling like, you know, like you are stuck, completely stuck, and there's no opportunities. You're left out, almost in the cold. That's the Five of Pentacles is. But it's taking something and completely changing it and leading your life in a new direction. Almost like it's a blessing in disguise, right? And that's that inner reflection was needed to heal what you thought you needed. You're kind of like that energy of Taurus wants to hold on to things, even if it's not healthy. So this is all about a time of self-reflection that needed to go within to grow. And in those tough times, you discover your path, your shift, your greatest drive, purpose, and pull is towards your own creation, you know, all of these fragments of yourself, all these fragments of time, all these fragments of experience, of lessons, and of life have come back to allow this new acceptance, this new view, this new vision that is bringing out growth, purpose, fire energy, setting this fire beneath you. Fire's on top of you right here. You're holding it. But it was all a time that needed to shed that old skin, shed that old, you know, and it was like, okay, turtle needs to go within to remove itself, and here coming back out to the new day, new light, leading, almost like he's coming back out and he's starting to walk with this new light, this new light, this new torch, this new aspect of, well, it's not dark anymore because there's a light. So the light is coming on. You're seeing this. It's like, and you're gradually moving with purpose, movement, action, drive, growth, seeking growth in those uncomfortable. It's like it's illuminating this new path. So it's like in a dark time, in a discomfort time, it was actually a blessing in disguise, because it's like it's allowing this like almost chakra healing, where now you're moving onto a new timeline, discovering the gem was within you this whole time, and all these experiences are behind you, and they were not something that were meant to be hold on to, but meant to shift into a regrowth or rebirth, with a new cycle. Now holding a deeper understanding, deeper emotional healing, and deeper desire to forge your path, your fingerprint, coming out of the shell, coming out of your old ways, coming out of your old beliefs, seeing a value in who you are, and it's like stimulating, you're accelerating, and you are, it's like, I feel like there's this, like a rush over you with this light. All right, so I feel like you have this deeper understanding, deeper discovery of purpose, and you're coming out of the old dark days with a new aspect, a new view, and that tough shell. You're still strong, but you're also not afraid to hold the light, for you're not scared of the shadows anymore. You've grown, and you know the shadows are, the shadows are a representation of your views and who you are. They move with you. You are the holder of your life. You are the one. You are the self. You are your own soul. Growth is within you, and nothing, I feel like nothing can hold you back from your unique expression of who you are, all right? So you're moving slowly, but growth is on the horizon, and there's this beautiful new energy within the collective, within the self, and I feel like there was a time to release, and now bringing self-love, bringing new love, and this new way, new age to look at things. You're inspired and an inspiration for others. Till next time. Ooh, the Empress. Till next time, look at that. The Empress, that's exactly what I was thinking about. The Empress, that's Taurus energy, number 3. It all comes back to you. The day, the night, and the beauty of the combination. Harmony, growth, and love. Always growing, always shining, right? You are the expression, never ending, infinite beauty. Till next time, bye.